People are draining you of your energy and you don't have to take it anymore. Today, I'll be sharing 4 powerful tools and techniques to help protect you and your energy as a light worker and an empath. Now, stay to the end because I've got a very special bonus tool that I can't wait to share with you. Welcome, Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Healers. I'm Charles, and I talk all things spiritual awakening and provide tools to help support you along your path. And I want to thank everyone who watched my last video on the powerful ways to protect your energy as an empath. I enjoyed all of your comments, your questions. I received that message. And so I'm making a follow-up video today to add even more tools to your toolbox to protect your energy, to strengthen your force field and your shield as you go out into the world and to be of service in spreading your light. Now, if you are an empath, this video is for you. If you've ever felt drained by another person's energy before, this video is for you. And if you're not sure if somebody is feeding into your field or taking of your energy, you're just not sure, chances are you might actually be an empath, and that's why this video has found you. All right, so before we get into our first technique today, please smash that like button and subscribe. We are building a community of light and everyone is invited. And we want to get this message out to more and more people. I always say that we are all, no one has all the information or all the knowledge in the world, but we all have pieces of the puzzle. So the more we can come together as a collective and share what we know, build that community, we don't have to go through this path alone. We all have our own journeys, but we are in this together. We truly are. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And back to the video. Our first technique here, I want to expand upon that golden bubble of protection that I mentioned in the previous video, and I will leave a link below so you can watch that video and get caught up to speed on using the golden bubble technique. Okay. This first technique is an add-on to that golden bubble. So once you've established this boundary, right? I want you to think about having boundaries with these energy vampires in your life, right? These toxic people, these circumstances. Also, digital overload is another one that I did not mention so much in the last video. So I'm going to be talking about it, touching on it more today. But once you've established this golden bubble of protection around you and just visualizing on that golden bubble, it's expansive. You can add on the outside of that. I want you to envision these huge mirrors, okay? These huge mirrors, 360 degrees all around your golden bubble, from the top to the bottom. And I want you to cover that golden bubble of protection with mirrors. What these mirrors are going to do is they're going to deflect or reflect back out all of those energetic cords, those attachments, those energies, those negative thoughts, those low vibrations that are not of your vibration back out to its original source and with love. Okay. And you can do this while you are in the presence of an overwhelming situation, or you can do this, which is what I recommend, doing it before you even step out into the world. You are establishing your shield of protection and you are mirroring everything back. Okay. And I also like to set an intention that these mirrors, 360 degrees, are established for a full day on a permanent basis. All of these techniques you can establish on a permanent and ongoing basis, right? For your energy field, right? It doesn't just stop the moment we've escaped a situation or moved past an energy that does not serve us. We want this to be an ongoing, loving support so that you can maintain clear and appropriate boundaries. Okay. Energy protection is boundary protection. Energy protection is reestablishing boundaries. That word boundaries is the buzzword. That is the key word in all of this. That is the word that I want you to reflect upon, to meditate on. Because when people trample all over our boundaries, we start to feel doubtful, we start to feel in fear, we start to feel like we're second guessing ourselves. And so we cannot rely on others to reestablish those clear and appropriate boundaries. And so we have to do that on an energetic level, on a psychological level, just realigning all of our bodies, and just clicking them all into place. So yes, the mirror technique is number one. All right, let's move on to technique number two. This next technique is called the dry energetic shower. And I learned this technique. Actually, let's pause there and just take that in, right? He just said dry energetic shower or dry shower, okay? Yeah, we're going to take a dry shower. It's going to happen on this. Now, I learned this technique from my Reiki master when I got certified in Reiki level 2. She is amazing. Shout out to you, Amy. And she taught us how to use the dry shower. And the dry shower can be thought of as another form of cord cutting. Um, in the last video, I kind of talked about the blue flame sword of truth and kind of cutting cords that way with an angelic sword. This is similar, only you're physically doing this with your hands and on your body. Okay, I'm holding this microphone right now. So let me see if I could do this without cutting off the microphone. So what you're going to do is in a standing up position or even just in a sitting position like I am now, you're going to put your hands in front of you like this, okay? And you're just going to set the intention that you're just clearing all energy that you picked up during the day, during the week, and that does not belong to you, and it's going immediately. It's about to go. With your right hand over your left arm, right? You're just going to move it out like that. Just kind of sweep it out. You're going to do the next thing with the other. Then your left hand over your left shoulder, going all the way down your arm and just sweeping it out, sweeping it out. Okay? I'm going to add some B-roll of me doing it so that you guys can see in a standing up position how it's done. And you will be doing this 3 times down to the ground, allowing those energies to ground back into the earth, and then 3 times out, going back out to their original source. Okay. I do also a breathing motion with it too. As I sweep it, I go, right? We're exhaling big. We're going, right? And then one more time in 3s, right? We're sweeping the energy out. Okay. If you've tried this technique before, please comment below if you're familiar with the dry shower technique. Please also comment below if you've expanded on it or if you have your own physical sweeping technique or physical cord cutting technique that you do with your body. Okay, technique and tool number 3 is an environmental energy cleanse, right? An environmental energy cleanse includes cleansing your environment, right? Where you live is your sanctuary, right? How you protect yourself and your shield and your energy, you should be able to fill your entire space with that cleansing and clearing energy. And one way to do that, of course, is this beautiful sage that I have here. Smudging the corners of your home, smudging the closets, smudging those hard to reach places, right? Or I also have here a singing bowl, right? And what I like to do with my singing bowl is, if I could show you here, I'm going to get a different microphone that doesn't allow me to have to hold it. This one doesn't clip on my shirt very well. When it does, it kind of sounds funny. But I actually like to use a tuning fork. I'm going to play it for you right now. All right. This one is 4096C. This was also gifted to me by my spiritual mentor. Don't know if you guys got that. Yeah, and just attuning the energy in your place and in your environment. This is part of a daily ritual, right? These are like forming those habits on a daily basis that you do every time you come home or every morning or every couple days. I recommend cleansing your environment in a way that's easier for you. You can use a sound bowl, you can do it with smudging, but remember, smudge with a sage. Remember, it's about intention, right? You are allowing the energy to leave, right? And another thing that my Reiki master taught us to do was to just get very vocal with these energies and just tell them to get to F off, right? If you cuss, if you don't have to cuss, or just say, you know what, I don't want you here. You don't belong here. This is my home. And she would literally yell. She would literally yell, just, this is my place. You need to go, right? And they simply they just have to leave at that point. right? So you're protecting your energy, um, and you're cleansing your environment. All right. And here is technique number 4. This is the selenite wand. Okay. Now I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. I feel like I don't think I came up with it myself, but it's something I discovered on my own. So if you use this, please comment below. But because the selenite is kind of like the crystal cleanser, it can cleanse the crystals around the other crystals. It's almost like it's the cleaner. And when you supercharge a selenite, it has the ability to supercharge and cleanse the crystals around it. So I thought one day, why can't I just use the selenite wand on myself, right? And so it's very, very simple. I've got my feet grounded to the ground, right? So if you're watching this right now, if you're in a safe place, you want to practice this with me, you can substitute the selenite wand maybe with another crystal that you like. I'm going to use my selenite wand because I have one. And I'm just going to start from my feet, almost like I'm scanning myself at an airport in a way, right? I'm going around my body. And as it goes, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm literally feeling this. And as it goes around my shoulders, around my waist and my thighs, around my knees, all the way down. I'm literally imagining this light. Okay. For me right now, it actually always changes. Sometimes it starts off as gold. Right now, I'm getting some greens as I'm going around. And for those of you who can't see auras, this is a great way to tap into the ability to start seeing your own aura, right? And you're just healing. You're just protecting your healing space with the intention that, oh my gosh, guys, I know I'm in the middle of recording this for y'all, but I am in a place right now. Let me tell you, I feel so protected. Yeah, yeah. This is a good one, and it's so easy. It doesn't take a long time. Woo! I feel so ready to go out there and just ask me to uh, to do an event, to go out into the world, to do something brave, courageous. I am protected. I'm ready to go. No, nobody's judgment can judge me. I am okay. So that is the selenite wand technique. I love it. It's simple. Just requires that intention of just surrounding yourself with a field of protection. Okay, now I promised you a number 5 bonus tool and technique, and this is a two-parter. Okay, this is a two-parter. It is a habit building as well as a tool. All right, so we're going to do the habit building first. And I saved this to the end because we are in the digital age. Okay, we are in the social media age. And chances are you're watching this using social media. But I want to preface this without judgment here. Okay, in that social media can be a very, very good thing. It is how we get a lot of messaging out there now, right? You have people that can educate you on everything from how to change your own oil and save some money to how to prep and be a prepper and save meals and water for when the world shifts, right, to having messages like my platform here to teach about cleansing and clearing your energy fields. It's a great way for people to express themselves and build light, right? So but I do need to, because it's been on my heart, talk about digital detox. Okay, and talk about digital detox, because what you consume and how much of what you consume has the ability to hook onto your energetic field and also deplete you and drain you. Okay, the mainstream media, and doom scrolling culture, I'm just getting this message right now, is designed to both entertain and also keep you at a frequency that is not your frequency. Okay, on a different frequency that is fear based, that is keeping you from your soul's true purpose, right? I always say it's good to stay informed, know what's going on in your environment, know what's going on in your neighborhood, know what's going on in the world, knowing a little bit about it. But too much of that frequency will be all consuming, and it is designed to kind of attach to you and dim your light a little bit more. If you've ever found yourself doom scrolling or going on social media and just scrolling from one news story after another news story, or spending hours keeping up with the news and their updates and finding another video that is updating on the update that was already updating, and but we've got three more that are the same updates but they're sensationalizing them a little differently. Check in with yourself. How do you feel afterwards? Right? Check in with how you were feeling before you consumed that piece of news. Check in with yourself during, and check in with yourself after and how you felt afterwards. Right? And if you feel differently, you were at one point overjoyed and feeling maybe neutral and calm and peaceful, and then afterwards maybe feeling more anxiety, more fear, more doubt, maybe tired or sluggish, then there is a high probability that your energy field has been infiltrated, that there are these entities that have actually hooked onto you, and that you need to establish and reestablish that boundary. Now you can, right? This is always accessible to you. It is cliche, knowledge is power, but the more that you know, the more that you are aware, the more that you're awakened, the more you are able to establish these boundaries, right? And recognize them as they're happening, seeing them a mile away and be like, no, you know what? I'm not going to play that game. Mm-mm. No, I am a spiritual warrior. You need to back off, right? So number one is the digital detox. I will not be telling you or sharing with you what that means in terms of length of time. For some people, they digitally detox for months, and they say this is what I need to do for my soul because I'm going through an awakening right now. For some people, it's understanding how much they're consuming on a weekly basis and maybe limiting that. You know, within your own discerning heart and your energy field, what you need and what is best for you and your highest self, and you can check in with that. All right. But the best way to gauge it is, how are you feeling and paying attention? Right. As light workers, we're relearning, because they don't teach you this in school. You're relearning to feel and be attuned with your intuition again, and be attuned with your feelings again, and actually check in with your body and how you're feeling in all your fields, right? And that to me is one of the biggest tenets and pillars of the spiritual path and the spiritual community of what we're here to do as light workers in our ascension process, is to find ourselves again, find each other again, but also find ourselves again. Okay. So with that, I'm going to leave you with this tool today, and it is going to be a positive affirmation, or just affirmation, an affirmation that is very, very short. You could say it before you go to bed. You could say it before you leave the house. You could say it 3 times, 5 times. What matters is that you feel it in your soul, and you say it until you feel it in your spirit, in your high heart. Your higher self feels it. And I'm going to share that with you right now. We're just going to start with a little breath work. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, longer on the out breath. Do 2 more. One more, breathing gratitude. Felt all that is not served. And together say with me, repeat after me. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my power. Say that until you feel in your soul. Heart. The truth always knows how the truth feels. Thank you so much, my brothers and sisters, for joining me today, for sharing all of your experiences in the comments. I hope that you found all of these tools and tips and techniques helpful to reclaim your energy. You can use all of these, or just start with one of these tools and use it on a daily basis. So you build a habit consistently, starting small. You know, one small step is a victory beyond measure. Remember that. Okay. Now, I want to hear from you. Please comment below what your favorite technique or tool is, or please share with the community which tools you use to cleanse and clear your energy on a daily basis. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share this video with somebody who can find it useful. And thank you for joining me today. From my heart to yours, and with love and light, be well on your journey, everyone. Take good care.